But I digress. There is that warp room done and dusted, and it's time to move on to the next beautiful warp room, which is the ancient Egyptian area, which has like maybe, how many Egyptian levels are here? 1? Nope, that's not. Nope. Nope. The Egyptian area with 2 Egyptian levels. Whoa! Well, it's moving up in the world. But one thing I do actually, let me move back away so that the warp disappears. One thing you'll notice is in a lot of the Egyptian levels, there's loads of hieroglyphs and loads of fancy smancy art during, plastered all over the walls. The art you probably never notice normally, but I just wanted to talk about them a little bit because I know Ant Dude pointed them out in his LP and I was watching that through, and I don't know, it caught me off guard. I never noticed like all these little details. Like for some reason there's a dog there with a bone and a house and a fire hydrant. You know, it's quite neat. But anyway, welcome to Sphinxinator. Right from the get-go, you want to walk backwards because I'm pretty sure Insomniac had a hand in helping design this level, and looks like we can't get across there, right? Well, wrong! Look what we have! We have the Death Tornado. Shut up. We can make that. Hang on, let me try again. But yeah, basically we have the Death Tornado spin now, so we can actually go out of our way to... I know you can do this! Game, don't be a dick to me now. Come on, I just want to show this off. Is that so mean? Let's try this again. There we go. That's more like it. So yeah, this is an alternate route you can take that you can only take with the Death Tornado spin. And I'm going to show off where this route takes you, but I am... as you can tell, there are no boxes here, so this is entirely an optional route. But you do get a lot of extra lives for your hassle, so yeah, basically if you want extra lives, come down this route, but I'm going to suicide because we don't want to be here yet. Because that does lead us to a bit later on in the level, where I'm gonna go out of my way to get to anyway, because I need to get there. You know, it's in the main pathways. Just that's a neat little shortcut that you can take, I suppose. God knows why you would, without, you know, just for the extra lives maybe. But otherwise, if you're on your way through the stage and you're after like the gems and what have you, you want to go that route because it's just stupid. Why would you do that when you want to get the gems? What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? But I digress. What can I tell you? But anyway, I do absolutely love the stage, and it's just the motherfucker. It's just the Egyptian stages as a whole I love in this game. They tend to be my favorite stages overall. And just wait until the very end of this warp room as well, because we got a stage coming up called Tomb Raider, which is obviously a Tomb Raider reference, which I love. By the way, this is where we come out of that route that we were just in, so, you know, it doesn't really send us very far at all. It's hardly even a shortcut now that I think about it. So I honestly don't know the point of that route apart from the extra lives. Although you do need to be a little bit careful of these crushing walls, because there are tons, and I mean tons of crushing walls here, and, let's just wait for... There we go. I was wondering if that block was moving. Let's wait for the blocks to destroy the nitros. Basically, the crushing walls are gonna be quite annoying in this stage. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Because basically, sometimes they can glitch out a little bit, and when you go past a crusher wall, they're meant to not be able to crush again. They're meant to just open and stay open. But sometimes they can crush you when you're going backwards, and it's very rare this sort of glitch happens, but it does happen, and it is really annoying when it does, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank God, the extra life's still there. Like, my antics earlier on just ruined my extra life count, so I want to get as many of those as I can. And of course, we can't get up to this path yet without the blue gem either, so... I don't even know if we can get the standard gem in this part, or if we do need the blue gem to get it. I'm struggling to remember. I guess we'll find out as we go through the stage. Whew, you almost died again. Oi. Yeah, I'm guessing, I guess I'll just figure out as we go through the stage if I'll be able to get all of the gems in one go, because that is one of the things that's kind of annoying when you're first playing through the game, or if you're playing through the game after a long time. You're not in time. The game doesn't really do the best of jobs letting you know that you can't get everything in one go. Why the game? Why? How it's spinning? I think. Was it spinning? I don't want to be one of those Let's Players that blames the game on everything, but that one looked pretty shady to me. Either way, there we go. He's done and dusted. Hell to the air. And I'm really hoping this isn't one of those levels with a death route, because otherwise I'm gonna cry. It's nothing worse than getting through a level in Crash Bandicoot 3 and then you realize that there is a death warp. And then you just feel so, dissatisfied? Is that the word? Yeah, you just feel so dissatisfied with yourself and it's so depressing. What can I tell you? How didn't I set off that TNT? I landed right on it. How didn't it? Whatever. Lets me get the extra life a lot easier so I can dig it. I can dig it. Indeed. If I can ever get up there, Crash. There we go. The only problem with the Death Tornado spin is because it can last a little while, it can be a bit annoying whenever you're trying to get hold of Wumpa Fruit because it will spin away the Wumpa Fruit. So, you know, yeah, that is one downside to the sorting thing, but, you know. Okay, let's go this way. And also, for some reason, in this bonus room in particular, those not nitro crates, those TNT boxes, they have a much 27 out of 28. What am I missing? But basically, they have a much more annoying hitbox than you'd expect. Jesus Christ! One TNT. Oh, for fuck's sake. But that's what I was on about. Like, sometimes they don't all explode when you expect them to. It's, Okay, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe I just slid into that TNT crate. That was bloody that was just, oh, God. Why do I do these Let's Plays? I'm clearly not good enough. I need to revoke my Let's Player card. Yes, I have one of those. No, I don't. I don't even think that's a real thing. But that's beside the point. Anyway, that was basically what I was getting at before when I mentioned, like, sometimes the TNT's behavior doesn't work like you'd expect. Like, I was honestly expecting the TNT to explode from another TNT, but nope, it did not, and I had to go back for it, and it's just... Instances like that can happen, and a lot of people may question, oh, why are you so paranoid? Well, that's why I'm bloody paranoid about these sorting crates. They never bloody work. It's a nightmare. Ugh. But I digress. Oh, thank God I was able to get the standard gem in this one. Easy peasy-ish, kind of. Well, that was an easy level. The only reason I died is because I'm a bloody plebeian, but I digress. But yeah, we will be returning to that stage a bit later on when we get the blue gem, because obviously, blue gem path, you know, we have to deal with that. And usually getting the color gems are probably your top priority when you're playing Crash 3. Like, I'm probably playing this in a really unorthodox way, but, you know, it's my LP, and if you don't like it, then tough. Anyways, time for a new level. I don't think we have been in a level like this just yet. No, we have not. Or have we? Basically, anyway, this is it's an airship level. So we need to deal with all of the enemies shooting at us. And we need to try and collect all of the crates if possible. Now, you might be wondering, how do you succeed in this level? How do you get the crystal? Well, fun you should ask that. To get the crystal, you need to actually go across each of these blimps and destroy them. And I'm actually kind of curious. I want to know what era this level takes place in, because the game has a whole time travel aesthetic to it, and all of the levels up until this point have their own predefined eras. But this one I can't really pinpoint what era this is. Like, we're shooting down blimps, so maybe this is World War I-ish? I'm assuming? I don't know. I don't know if that's the time period this takes place in, but what you do need to watch out for during the course of this stage is watch out for the enemy fire. They are a pain in the bloody ass, because they will drain your health like absolutely nothing. Just hold down the circle button to shoot, and press the square button whenever possible to do a barrel roll, which will be kind of handy because it'll allow you to avoid enemy fire for a split second and readjust your aim. And one thing that a lot of people don't like about these levels, and I kind of understand why, is How many of the... Oh, I got one more box left. I can get the box over there. Is the fact that it can be really, 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 really awkward to aim your shots. And it's largely because the shots that you're shooting don't have a crosshair. This isn't like Star Fox. Well, actually, it's like Star Fox 1, but it's not like Lilac Wars, you know? So you don't really have a crosshair to deal with, and it can be a pain in the ass to get everything. But there we go, I got the gems. It's time to destroy these things and get the crystal. Hell to the yeah! I'm actually surprised I did that first try, because that stage usually it usually rips me a new butt hole, shall we say. It rips me a new butthole. There we go. But I digress. Coco, you did a good job. You should join the RAF or something. Or something along those lines anyway. What? I don't know. Oh god, another Coco sequence. Coco is loved in this particular warp room because you got 2 levels with her here. And then, spoiler alert, the boss fight is going to be a Coco boss as well. We're not going to fight the boss fight as Crash. We are going to be playing as Coco, so it's kind of interesting. But I digress. Time to go and tell no tales. And if you look in the distance on the ship, you can see Captain Jack Sparrow with his beautiful jar of dirt. Oh, God. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I remember some of the games being quite okay as well, but I can't... It's been a long time since I've actually played any of them. But I digress. And of course my memory could fail me because I went back recently and I looked at a couple of games I used to love playing, and boy was I wrong. They are not good games. But yeah, I do believe this pirate level is... I think this was one of the ones that was included in one of the demos that you can get for Crash 3. I could be wrong, because my knowledge on the actual demo sets aren't that good. I mean, I used to have the demos of all these games and whatnot for like the PlayStation demo discs, but it was so long ago that my memory's really fuzzy. That is one hell of a strong seagull. Basically, my memory's a little bit fuzzy about the demo discs, so I don't really remember properly what demos were in what discs and what have you, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure there was a Spyro demo for Crash 3, or am I wrong about that? Like, I know Spyro the Dragon has actually got a demo in this game, so if I enter a cheat code at the start screen of the game, it can actually play a demo of the original Spyro the Dragon, which is pretty damn top. What can I tell you? I mean, this was during that period of time where Naughty Dog and Insomniac were basically in each other's beds. They loved each other. What can I tell you? And, I don't know if they still have a good relationship these days, because they seem to reference each other less and less in modern days, but, well, I should say at the time of this recording, because watch them release a game and then reference each other in a new game. But I don't see them reference each other nearly as much these days, which is kind of a shame, but trust me, back in the day, back during the Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet & Clank, Spyro the Dragon, Jak and Daxter era of Naughty Dog and Insomniac games, they used to love each other. They always referenced each other. I think they worked with each other in certain games as well. Like, let me use an example here. Like, this pause screen, for example. This exact same pause screen style was used in the Spyro games after the second one, you know, ladies and gentlemen. So, it's even small things like that I've noticed that, I mean, the only difference is the sort of thing in the top left that shows the gameplay, that's in the bottom left instead in Spyro 2. Unless I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I don't know. Okay, I don't like these bombs. They make me put me on edge. Let's get a good run up here first. Yeah, Savinia! There we go. That's how it is done. And if you're wondering how to do the rotates in the air whenever you jump off a ramp, it's actually quite simple. All you really need to do is hold the directional button in the right direction. You know, if you hold it left or right, then Coco will spin left or right. If you hold it back, she will spin and do a backflip, which can be quite handy, I think. Unless I'm misremembering, you know, ladies and gentlemen. But I digress. Alright, I believe this area done. And I'm thinking, actually, like, I know one of these ship levels actually splits off into 2 paths, and I'm not sure if this Whoa! That was a risky maneuver. I don't know if this is one of those levels that splits off into 2 parts. If it is, then I'll pim. If not, then cool. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't control this sodding thing. Come on, Coco, you can do it. As soon as the fucking bomb... Move! Oy. There we go, that's more like it. That is how it is done. Hoi. You know, if this is the one that actually does have the multiple parts, then I know for a fact I'm gonna need to go and backtrack. Unless I've already done that stage, because I don't remember. I might have been confusing this with my test playthrough, which I don't know why I'd even bother doing a test playthrough, because the test playthrough I did for this game to test my, you know, to get ready for the LP, I did it so long ago that it was pointless me even doing it at all. You know, ladies and gentlemen, so... but I digress. Okay, actually, yeah, this is the stage where the path splits off. There we go. I am remembering correctly. I was just thinking about the wrong part of the level, but start things first. Let's just get all these malarkey out of the way. You know, these ramps can be really cool if you get the combo off just right, but if you're a pleb, then it can be annoying. Get off the sodding crate, you sodding seagull. I'm sick of those things. I mean, I live in Swansea, and in Swansea, like, seagulls are everywhere. It's bloody nightmare. I mean, it makes sense, the city's right next to the ocean, but, you know, it's still a pain in the arse. I don't like seagulls, they're a nightmare. But anyway, if we go off to the right all the way down here, we do have an alternate path that's, we don't need to go and do, but... You know, we do, actually, that's a lie, we do need to if we want to get the gems. So, you know, go down this alternate pathway to get the missing boxes, because this can throw you off quite easily, you know. I'm kind of thankful that that cannonball they were shooting imploded as well. That would have been pretty damn crap. Let's just say that, and Coco, for crying... Ah! Didn't even give me a death animation. What? It was just instantaneous. What? Okay. Whatever you say, game. Okay, and we're back. Hopefully no more stupid ass mistake. Why do I even bother? There we go. That is how it is done, my friends. My issue was I was going too slow and I wasn't going fast enough. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog would be proud. Oi. Of course I can't play through this game just speedrunning it, because then things will become too fast for me, and then I'll just get killed by the likes of that shark. I find it kind of strange as well. The sharks look really out of place here for some reason. I don't know why. It's just something to do with those sharks. They look really out of place in the stage for some reason. I don't know. But one thing I really don't like about this level as well are those, well, I do like it because it's a good obstacle, but I don't like it because it's a pain in the ass to get past. Basically, there's these pirates sometimes on, like, lookout towers. Sometimes you need to watch out for them because they're swinging anchors about for some fuck knows why reason. And the only thing I can sort of think of when it comes to those guys is that's not how you use an anchor. You meant to just sort of drop it in the ocean and just leave it be, not bloody swing it around like a madman. Oi. But I digress. I digress indeed, yo. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm pretty sure someone's going to make my noises there and be able to remix into some sort of not safe for work parody then. Please don't do that, internet. You just... no. But I digress. Okay, let's just get around these bloody... Sometimes as well, one thing you will also need to be careful of is sometimes the waves can dick you over in a stage, so be a little bit careful of that. And oh my god, I've done it! Oh, thank Jesus Christ. Alright, get out of here, Coco. Thank you. Oh... That's not even the most frustrating water ski level. The most frustrating one, I'll talk about that when we get to it. And it's only frustrating because I can never figure out which way to go in it. But you'll see. You'll see. That'll be like pretty much in the final couple of parts. You'll see that because that'll be that's actually a secret level that I'm talking about. But I digress. Anyway, it's time for the first of the future themed levels, Future Frenzy. And these levels are pretty damn dope. What can I tell you?
So, Crash Bandicoot, we meet again. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex want me to teach you a lesson. Well, I've made a few modifications to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off or be deleted.
Okay. Mr. Engine, yeah, is that you? Yeah, okay, shut up. I think I got this. But anyway, now welcome to Future Frenzy, the first of the future-themed worlds, and in terms of level design, they're pretty unremarkable. They're not the best worlds in the game, but they are without a doubt, the most challenging levels in the game, you know, ladies and gentlemen, so you do need to watch out when you're going through these ones, and I actually really do love the art style, the aesthetics. I mean, it is your typical future city land in terms of how everything looks, but, you know, considering this is a PS1 game, this looks pretty damn magnificent, what can I tell you? But anyway, I'm not entirely sure if this is, if it's this one, but I don't think we can beat this stage properly in the first run through. I'm still going to collect all the boxes and whatnot, but I'm honestly not entirely sure about that. Of course, then again, I still have to collect the boxes I see anyway, because otherwise my OCD will go off, and that's not cool. It really hurts me physically when I see someone miss boxes in Banjo? In Crash Bandicoot, you know, ladies and gentlemen. But I digress. Anyway, moving onwards, we got UFOs. Anyway, as I was saying, moving onwards, we got UFO enemies to deal with, and these enemies are probably some of the more pain in the arse ones to deal with, because if you're just a bit off with the hitbox, I don't know how I survived that then, I should have died. If you're just a little bit off with your hitbox, they will kill you, or hurt you a lot, like there. So, you do need to be patient, and you do need to really figure out the right time in order to deal with those goons, you know, ladies and gentlemen, otherwise, that's no good, what can I tell you? And also, I do kind of like the, like, I don't think I really brought this up properly. Like, I mentioned it briefly once during the playthrough, but I love the fact you have so many death animations of Crash. I haven't shown off nearly as many as them as I probably should, but I'm trying not to die. Trying is the key word here. But, yeah, one of my favorite death animations is actually in this world. Like, if you see one of those hedgehog things, I don't know what they are called, they just, like those things, these hedgehog things here. If you get hit by them and you have no Aku Aku mask, Crash will just deflate like a balloon and just fly across the screen. It's hilarious, I love it. I really do love the, I love the death animations, they put a lot of effort into them, you know, ladies and gentlemen. No, the Wumpa Fruit, why? Those are spinny pads. If you jump on the spinny pad, you will spin. That's all there is to it, and it will shoot you up into the air, you know, ladies and gentlemen, but, oh, thank God, a checkpoint. But yeah, the thing that's kind of awkward about the stages is, the enemies are major pain in the ass from this point onwards, and I'm really failing a hell of a lot more than I should. Oh, come on! Oy. But, you know, it's still very impressive visually to look at. Even like, these reflections in the screen, you know. This looks impressive for PS1. It's... Okay, I can't jump on them. Keep my mentality to spin in the enemies. Because I can't jump, for Christ's sake. Oh my Jesus Christ. Oh, I can jump on them. Well, okay, call me a bloody idiot. Maybe my hitbox was a little bit off. But, yeah, this is, like I said, the hardest theme of levels in the game, you know. You will pretty much, I can pretty much guarantee you'll have probably a little bit of trouble your first time playing through the stage. Like, not as much trouble as I'm having. I'm just playing like an absolute dipshit. But, you know, the average person won't have too much trouble, but this is probably where you may need to start really being careful, you know, ladies and gentlemen. What can I tell you? Okay, let's go back and check, because I know sometimes they don't like to blow them all up. There we go. Right, bonus level time. Hell to the yeah. The sound effects of the enemies make also kind of annoy me a little bit. I think it's largely because of PTSD. The best way I can put it, because I'm just so sick of hearing wee 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 wah wah. You know, that was a horrible impression of the sound, but it's, I don't know, I'm not too fond of the way a lot of the sound effects the enemies make sound in this one. It's just a lot of noise, really, you know, and personally I prefer to just hear the fantastic tunes of the music, because the soundtrack is magnificent, but I digress. Anyway, that was a nice and easy one. I'm surprised that went by so smoothly. Maybe the game's feeling pity on me for my performance up until this point. Hui. Like, this recording session hasn't been... Oh, Christ's sake. This recording session hasn't gone well at all. I'm back here! Oh. It's been nothing but stupid mistakes. The sound effect of those things remind me of Sonic 3 for some reason. I'm pretty sure there was something in Sonic 3 that sounded like that. Right, do I need to do this again? No, I don't. Okay, thank God. Alright, let's just destroy these things. No! 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 How am I alive? I shouldn't live after that. How? Okay, I'm just gonna take it as it comes. You! I can't get too angry at that. I love that animation. Yeah. Oh, thank God I got him that time. I don't know how. I should not have got him, but I got him. Jesus Christ, thank you. Oh, checkpoint. Thank you, God. Oh my, yes. Oh, I could kiss you. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, yeah. This level has not gone smoothly. It's gone the exact opposite smoothly. Oh, on the bright side, I got the crystal, which means I should roughly be coming up to the end of the stage soonish. Okay, be careful of the nitro crate. Nitro crates, they're always more trouble than they're worth. Like, why are there random nitro boxes littered around? I mean, what even is nitro? Like, is it like nitrous oxides? Is it... like, I don't know. What is nitro? And why is it so volatile? These are the questions I want answered, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, it's the end of the stage. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Oh. I can't get everything in the stage yet. Well, that's just fan-fucking-tastic, isn't it? Okay, well, I'll return to it later down the line. Preferably when I'm a bit more sane. Because, Jesus, that took way longer than it needed to, and you guys won't realize how much content I just cut out. How much failures I just cut out. I died well over 15 times. Oh well, it's time to move into Tomb Raider. I bloody love this name of this level because one, it's one of the greatest puns I've ever heard, and two, well, it's a reference. It's two birds with one stone. What can I tell you? But basically, yeah, we are in tombs, and as you can probably guess, we are going to be doing a lot of wading through water in this one, ladies and gentlemen, as you can clearly tell. And this stage by here can be a little bit tricky, because the water itself will rise and it will go down. Now, if you get caught in the water when it's risen up, basically you will drown. And there's nothing you can do about it. Aku won't help you. You will drown if you go into the water when it's too high up. It's instant kill, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, basically the key to this one is being careful and being quick. You need to be good at doing both things. Now, I'm good at being quick. I'm just god-awful at being careful, so I'm probably going to die a fair few times here. Hopefully not as much as I died in the previous stage, because Jesus fucking Christ. But, you know, I'm going to die a lot, what can I tell you? And I believe this is also a level with a death path, but don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember properly, but what I do remember is there is a blue gem in this one that we need to deal with. And first things first, before we even bother to get... there we go. We need to jump across there before we hit that, because otherwise, well, we'd be screwed out of a gem. Not gem, out of a box. Well, actually, because we'd be screwed out of a box, we would also be screwed out of a gem, but that's, you know, semantics at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do love how, I don't think I have brought this up yet, but they actually reduced the bounces on these. So, instead of bouncing on those 10 times in order to activate them and destroy them, you actually only have to do it 5 times instead. And oh, for Pete's sake, I fluffed it. No, actually, no, I didn't fluff it. Never mind. I thought I did fluff it, but there is a... That's kind of handy for me. There we go. It means I can't get an extra life, but screw it. So long as I can get the boxes, that's all that matters mainly. I mean, the game's very good about giving you extra lives, you know, so... I am going to get an extra life just out of all the Wumpa fruit I've collected anyways, but... Okay. Okay, so far so good. I just need to get through the rest of the stage without dying, because I'm pretty sure this is the stage with a death route. I am pretty sure. I'm actually not entirely sure at all, but... I'm just gonna assume it is, because this seems like the perfect sort of dickish level for there to be death route in, you know, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's the first time since the very first warp room that I've had Aku Aku and 2 hit points. Oh my god. I've been dying so much in this playthrough, he's just... It's kind of embarrassing, my performance in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Like... I can't possibly pretend I'm good at games after this. But, I digress. I digress. Indeedio. Yes. Okay, there we go. Just slide you. Ugh! It is really tense, though, this level. I will be honest, it is really tense. And when you're on the mailboxes... Oh, God, actually, there's a box hidden up there. Sneaky, Naughty Dog. Sneaky, but I'm on to you. But whenever you're on those mailboxes, those are probably like the only safe parts in the water, with the exception of the standard routes. Oh, there is a death route here. Because of basically, if the water hits up to basically Crash's waist, he's dead. So and those for some reason those mailboxes seem to be basically the only example I can think of where that isn't so much of the case, you know, ladies and gentlemen. But I digress. Okay, this is, what's in this? Okay, that's a mailbox, so I can progress further. Alright. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't done this death route in years, so... I can't remember the layout at all, so this is gonna be tricky. I didn't even get to do this on my practice route, because the practice run I did to this game was literally just me going through level to level, just making sure I got the mechanics down. Like, the nitty-gritty details of things I'm not really sure of. Speaking of which, I know for a fact I need to wait for a second before I spin this. Oh, I don't like the look of those nitro crates. Okay, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. There we go, that's... That went by smoother than I thought. I guess the key really is patience, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, please make it. Okay, I couldn't tell if I was on this platform or not, because there's no drop shadow. Why isn't there a drop shadow? There usually is with these sort of things. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Blue gems ours. And, of course, the suicide, so we can actually get back to where we were in the level and beat it normally for realsies. Okay, that went by smoother than I expected. I honestly thought I was going to fluff that up entirely. It's like one of the few times where I actually get something done in my first try. So far, anyway, in this game, but, you know. Although what is kind of weird about this is, even though getting submerged is basically instant kill, whenever you're standing on a high platform, like those mailboxes and something, and you crouch, you can basically stay submerged for however long as you want, you know, which I find really odd. I don't know. Okay, I did get it. Oh, problem is, if I'm in the water for more than a second, I start to really get paranoid and get really, not picky, but I'm just ultra paranoid about, you know, am I doing this right? Am I gonna live through this, you know, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. Ah! Oh, that was so close. I was too close for comfort. But yeah, this is probably still, like I said, one of my favorite levels in the game. And not only is it because of just the idea behind it is pretty damn cool, it's a nice challenge, you know. It's a fair but challenging challenge, if you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a matter of being patient, and that's the only thing I'm kind of I have like no ability to do. It's like anybody who used to see me playing this game back in the day would tell you that I used to not be able to beat this game entirely because I'm impatient. Like, I almost died there because of the same reason, you know, patience isn't my strong suit. But, there we go, with that I digress, and we do have access to another gem, hell to the yeah, I need to check what the dog's barking at now, so bada bing, bada boom, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize about that. I had to deal with my bloody dogs. But it's time to take on Engine. And of course, as I said, this boss fight's special because Crash doesn't actually deal with Engine. It's all Coco from here on, baby. Hell to the yeah.
So, you want to go a few rounds? When this is over, we'll see who's obsolete. Pulverized Bandicoot!
And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to take care of Engine himself. And this is... You know what, there's no other way to put it. This is a Star Fox boss fight, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the ship, and we're going to have to shoot all of the glowy fuck-me lights that is on Engine's ship. He's going to shoot out using his miniguns first and foremost, and he's going to constantly shoot you with a barrage of missiles. Focus your fire on the missile carriages. Basically, anything that glows, aim at it and destroy it, and it should go down without too much of a trouble. Now, this boss fight's quite different compared to the previous flying stages in the game as well, because they actually do give you a targeting reticle, which is greatly, greatly appreciated. And you don't actually get any barrel roll or anything like that, ladies and gentlemen, to deal with, so, you know, you have less defensive options, but, you know, just the fact you can aim a lot easier makes things a lot more efficient. What can I tells you? What can I tells you? Indeed. But the problem is you do take a hell of a lot of damage if you do get hit, so you do need to be really, really on the ball at destroying this guy. Basically, if you have any decent Star Fox skills at all, this boss fight will be painfully easy to you. If a bit of a pain in the ass to hit. Jesus Christ, just let me hit the glowy fuck me like in your belly button. But, you know, if you're not into your spaceship shooters, into your Star Fox, it can give you a little bit of trouble. Now, he does actually have two phases where he transforms into a super mech. Now, this is where the bosses actually does become a little bit difficult, and you do need to watch out, ladies and gentlemen. So, just basically, like I said, same sort of mechanics as before. Shoot all of the glowing fucking lights, dodge everything, and shoot everything you can. Basically, it's just a matter of holding down circle button, aim at everything that moves, and hope to God that you can defeat him. You know, ladies and gentlemen. And generally, the best sort of way, I think, is probably to try and deal with these little missile shooters at the top of his mech first, but I tend to like to aim for the side panels first and foremost because they tend to attack me a hell of a lot, and they tend to do the most damage, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, pick apart and focus on that part, and you should go down with no much, you know, the boss fight should go down without much trouble. I do love, like, I do love as well at the back of Coco's ship as well when she goes into the second phase, because Coco's ship also transforms alongside Engines. I love the fact that the tiger, I think his name's Puma, I'm not entirely sure, is also co-piloting this with Coco. I don't know, it's such a minor touch, but I like it. You know, it looks cool. It looks cool. But basically, this is all the boss fight is, and this is probably the most action-packed boss in the entire game, and you know what? Probably either my favorite or my second favorite actually complete. The problem is, when you start getting lower and lower and lower and lower in health, you're going to start getting more and more paranoid as well, because, well, simply put, your health goes down really quick in this, and you do need to really be on the ball. You know, I'm on 55% health here, and basically if I get hit like maybe 2 to 3 times, I'm done, you know, ladies and gentlemen. But there we go, bada bing, bada boom. That was well timed, actually.
Not again!
Hell to the yeah, and our reward is a mother freaking bazooka, son! Hell yeah! Basically, we can use the bazooka to hit things from a long distance, and we're going to be making use of that quite a bit during the next warp room, which is actually the final normal warp room of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're almost at the end, folks. So, we're getting there, folks. It's good.
It's funny how history repeats itself. Yet again, Engine has failed to defeat you. For this we must destroy you! Oh, my aching head. I'm not feeling myself these days. So the end is in sight. Gather another 5 crystals, and again you will have foiled my plan. Or will you?
No, I'm pretty sure that I will have foiled your plan, Cortex. But then again, we do have to get the gems and whatnot as well, so, you know. But anyway, we are on to the final warp room of Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. And with that, I'm going to call it a session here, folks. So, when we return next time, we will actually be taking on levels 21 through to 25. And, taking down Cortex once and for all. And once we've taken down Cortex as well, then we're going to do a lot of cleanup and get all of the stuff we missed up until this point out of the way. You know, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people, and I'll catch you all again. Bye!